Hello BookTube, this is Emma from Emma's Bookish Lifestyle, and today is a book haul, and this is my book haul for June. I am very glad to have an amazing friend in Victoria from Eve's Alexandria, and we do a book swap each month. So I'm going to get stuck in because I've got quite a few books to go through, and the first book she sent me this month was Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli. Now, this was seen on Young Andrew's channel. I hope you're all watching him. I will link him down below. His channel is amazing. He's the youngest booktuber that I've found so far, and he's also a UK booktuber, which is equally as great. So I cannot say enough how amazing his channel is, and please do check it out. He said this book is amazing. I'm planning on reading it in the month of June. And yes, so this is about a young boy called Simon Speyer. He's 16 and he's trying to work out what his identity is, and he's talking to somebody called Blue on the internet, and he knows what he's looking for, and he's started this friendship, this relationship with Blue when some emails that he has sent to him fall into the wrong hands, and he feels that his life starts to become somewhat complicated. Basically, one of his school colleagues then uses it to try and build a relationship of his own. But what we do know early doors is that Blue is also in the school where he is attending, but that's all we know at the moment. I'm really intrigued about it. I've heard loads of good things. I know it's been turned into a film called Love, Simon, which unfortunately I didn't get to see at the cinema, but I hope to see when it hits Sky or Netflix or Amazon soon. So the next book she got me very kindly was from Andre Ackerman, and that's Call Me By Your Name. And this was a book I believe I saw Ollie Bliss recommend today from Wild Reads on Twitter when he was asked about some literature that would be good to read in the LGBTQ plus community, and this is about a restless summer in the Italian Riviera, and there is a romance between two boys. I believe it's they're 17, and it's Elio and Oliver, I believe. And so I don't know anything more than that. I'm going to go into it blind, but I'm really looking forward to reading that. Call Me By Your Name. And last but not least, she bought me my dream book. I was eyeing this up at Mr. B's Emporium in Bath, but it was a chunkster and it was really heavy, and I thought lugging it round as we carried on sightseeing for the remainder of the day would have been a bit much. So I added it to my Amazon wish list, completely forgot about it, almost picked it up at WH Smith's. I was that tempted, and then kindly Victoria sent it to me this month, so I was really fortunate. I also got 3 books, and I'm really grateful to her this month. Thank you very much. And this is Kate Moss's The Burning Chambers. And I know that Simon from Savage Reads has just read this. He read this, I believe, last month, and said it was a really good book. It's not an exciting external cover when you take it out of its hardcover, but what I love about it is these beautiful end papers. How stunning are they? Sometimes it doesn't matter if it's just a plain black outside, if the end papers are beautiful. This is a historical fiction. I'll be really honest with you, I haven't actually read much of Kate Moss. I'd heard of Labyrinth and the Languedoc trilogy, and I don't know if that would be something that I would be interested in. Please let me know down below if you think that's something I'll enjoy. I'm really keen on reading this book. It is, however, a giant chunkster. I think this is about 600 plus pages. 590, something around there. So I'm really keen on reading this, and I do apologise. I just realised I was staring downwards longingly at the book. I went into a book daydream. But yes, beautiful book. Can't wait to read it. Historical fiction, The Burning Chamber by Kate Moss. So last but not least, some books that I bought for myself when I came back. I had a day off after the bank holiday to make it an extra long bank holiday, and I happened to go into a couple of books. One is a bookshop in my local town of Letchworth, and I also went into WH Smith's, and I also got kindly treated by my partner to a book while we were doing our food shop. So first of all, the books that I picked up from my local bookshop in Letchworth, which I've mentioned previously, was Sea Lovers by Valerie Martin. Look at that cover. Wow, isn't it beautiful? And the book that enticed me to pick this up was the Kirsty Logan book, A Portable Shelter, which I forgot to include in my May wrap-up, but was absolutely fantastic. I also read this in May and thoroughly enjoyed it. Really recommend it. It's a short story, number of short stories, but based around the overall premise of two mothers talking to their unborn child in a rural location in Scotland, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Cannot recommend it enough. And that was what enticed me to pick up this one. This is a selection of short stories again, and I'll read you what it said inside that sold me on it. Wondrous beings and everyday monsters walk these pages. In each of these 12 stories, ordinary lives are transformed, myths bloom into reality, and the everyday is haunted by obsession and duplicity. A painter is made insufferable by success, a writer is driven to bury the evidence of his inadequacy, metamorphosis fragments a marriage, and beasts bear the consequences of human failings. Living creatures scratch out hauntings, rumours spread like fire, fantastic beings are made flesh, while mortals engage in struggles that should be honourable but more often corrupt. This just sounds amazing, so I'm really looking forward to that. Excuse me, the lighting is getting a bit late here, so I haven't got professional lighting, so I do apologise. And the next book I picked up was this beautiful book by Michelle Roberts called The Woolworth Beauty. Now, initially, I'll be brutally honest, I picked it up based on this stunning cover. What an amazing cover. Oh, it almost matches my nails. But this is actually historical fiction. 1851, Joseph Benson picks his way through the seedy streets of Southwark, trying to coax testimonies from the borough's prostitutes without yielding to the city's many temptations. But when his mission brings him to the mysterious Apricot Place, presided over by the bewitching and formidable Mrs. Dulcimer, Joseph falls helplessly under its spell. Over 100 years later, Madeline loses her job as a lecturer and moves to a quiet South London cul-de-sac. But a current of unseen life runs through the house. Strange voices, a breath at her neck, another woman's face glimpsed in the mirror. The Woolworth Beauty. That sounds fantastic. Really looking forward to that. So another book that I picked up on the recommendation of my fellow booktubers, and I believe this one was Dave from Wild Reads, was The Party by Elizabeth Day. This has recently come out in paperback, and I picked it up from WH Smith's, and it had stickers on it, people. But look, you know that sticker product that I explained to you about in one of my previous videos? Look how brilliant that is. Not a single sign of a sticker, and there were two on there. This is about I believe two friends, Martin Gilmore and Ben Fitzsimmons, and they've been best friends for a long time, but they have a secret that they share between them, and they're quite an unlikely pair. I believe one's kind of quite scholarly and the other one is sort of more dazzlingly popular, and you know, the popular kid at school and a bit of a young aristocrat. And this resumes at Ben's 40th birthday party, and it's the cream of the crop. There's loads of people there, but Martin feels that there is something not quite right and he doesn't fit in. And it's all about the events, I believe, of that party. So that is The Party by Elizabeth Day, and I'm really looking forward to reading that. The next book I got also from WH Smith's. It was on their buy one get one half price, and sadly again it had horrible stickers, but it's got this beautiful, beautiful cover, look. And can you see any stickers? No, that's sticker product 151 sticker remover. Sorry, I'm not promoting this. I haven't been asked to promote this. This came from my mother-in-law from a pound shop. It is slightly toxic. Please keep it away from children and animals. It's not dangerously toxic, it's just a cautionary note. But this is 151 sticker remover, and this takes off the awful stickers from books, and it comes with like this Ouija gadget to help you ease it off the book, but without kind of destroying your beautiful manicure that you pay for, or destroying the cover of the book. And this was the other book I got, which was Together. I believe this was a Richard and Judy choice. I don't usually go down that route, but one, I loved the cover. Two, I think I've seen it somewhere on somebody's booktube channel, and I do apologise in advance because I cannot remember who it was. And it's basically about Robbie and Emily, and they've been together for years, but their love is still fresh and fierce. They've shared a bed, a home, a bond so deep it can't be broken, but there are things they don't share, things best left unsaid. So that sounds really, really interesting. It seemed quite light and airy. I think it might be something good for a summer read. And last but not least, the book I got from a supermarket, and this was the latest Stephen King and Owen King collaboration called Sleeping Beauties. Now, I've got a confession to make. I'm about to have a tattoo of a fox on my arm, and this has got a stunning picture of a fox on the front cover. Now, I have also a secondary confession in that I haven't picked up a Stephen King book since I was about 18. I lost a bit of love with some of his later books. And so this is the first one I've picked up for a while. And, of course, it is a massive chunkster of 714 pages. But this is about a group of women that basically fall victim to like a sleeping virus, but if you disturb anything around them or disturb them, they turn into like rabid women. And this, I think, is set initially in a prison, a woman's prison, and there's one person who hasn't been affected, and her name is Evie. And there is another lady called Leela Norcross who is the town sheriff and is looking into this mystery and why these people are ill and turning the way they do. So this is Sleeping Beauties by Stephen King and Owen King. I haven't read anything by Owen King, so it'll be interesting to see if their writing styles are similar, and it will also be interesting to see if this reignites my love of Stephen King and whether I need to get a cheeky little reread going. Anyway, I hope you're all well, BookTube. Speak to you soon. Take care for now. Bye.